What up, guys? What up? What up? 50 Cent, Winston. I just posted give me a few minutes. Hold up for a second. 'Cause I really want to speak about this because we forgot to do one more thing. Hold up. Um, we forgot to do one more thing here. Hey, we on YouTube right now. I'm sorry about that. Guys, I just did a video to 50 Cent. And I've been doing a video on TikTok, but I just did a video and I had a little clip that sorry, can I update your video? I had a little clip that the clip that I had, I'm a Wankster on South Dallas Kiki board, right? So it says at the beginning of that app, I got a lot of living before I die. And I say I got a lot of things to fight for before I die. Our own black people will try to destroy you. I've been hearing a lot of things in my community. Certain black individuals coming up, big black girl come up and tell me nobody care. Another woman at Dollar Tree, nobody God cares. And the same black people that don't want to change in the corporations and the business, they trying to stop us. I got a lot of things to fight for. I may don't be in America and stupidity keep happening. But let me tell you something. We're gonna go out with a hell of a bang. But I wanna tell you this. Because when you fight for change and you fight for things, people not used to having people standing in their community because they so scared to stand with God. This is not about fear. This is not about gang members. This is not about anything. I'm not making this conversation. It's about this. This is about growth. This is about businesses misbehaving themselves and lying. I got a lot of growth to do before I die. And I'm not got to let a business lie to me and keep lying to me about my growth. And they don't want the problems. But this is where Walmart is a propulsive liar. And I want to tell you something. I know how to stock, I know how to do everything that I know how to do. But it seems like the business don't want us, the streets don't want us. They denying God the same way. They make up lies and organizations. And he can't have all his facts together, God said. He say he my brother's keeper, but when he fight for him, his kids, and him and his people. But God said, I fight for so much more, which you can't understand. And I want Boosie to hear me. We are not the same. We are not the same. My heart desire way more than you just desire money, bitches, and live and feed your family. I fight for something that you can never fight for. And right now, the black and the white businesses and people in the community trying to take that away. And Joe Biden about to let them take that away with their lies. Take the right to grow. And the communities about to let the community and the businesses. Trump about to let that happen. This is nothing to do with God. God, they don't care. They just want their vote to be heard. They don't care what God says and does and any of those things. I told South Dallas Kiki, you don't know meaning and you don't know life. You don't know what I had to go through, the shoes, the doors that I had to walk through. You don't know pain. You don't know the dudes I had to go through. Trust me. You don't know coming from New Orleans with 10 pairs of clothes on your back. You had to sleep up in a high environment in Katrina. You had to swim up in dead cats. Do you know what I've been through? Do you know a stove caught on fire? You see people talk. When I was in Metairie in New Orleans, you don't know what I've been through seeing bodies. You don't understand what I've been through in Katrina. But you don't understand. I be goddamn if I let other people's opinions throw me off. And I'm sorry, I know how to do music with 50 Cent and all y'all. I love y'all music and I love the creativity. And we not putting out anything. I want to show people I can do a little acting. I did drama in school. And I wanted people they never got the chance to see me do other things when I was in Newman Smith. So you just get the music side, but you're going to get with it. I have been showing that since 2020 on TikTok and on my TikTok accounts. So we get to show the personalities and those things and how we are gravitating to Earth and the New World Order. The thing is, I got a lot of fighting before I die, things I got to fight for before I die. And right now, the lie in America business trying to take that away from me. Joe Biden, I want to make this very clear. God, and I did this on the civil rights. Your American businesses got to stick by the rules and stop lying. They don't want us there. They fake their love for us. Come on. You and Trump and them stand by them more, and you know this world more than any of them. But you agree with them. I'm going to tell you, people got a lot of things to say about Malcolm X when they say he with them because they don't believe in God. But Malcolm X believe in God. And had the same people around them and the non-believers in society don't believe in it, but they stand with it. The theory of those things is the coordination of those things, right? Malcolm X got killed for believing in God, for being on the team. What that is and all of those rest of those things are what we stand for in life. He said he with them. Where the non-believers at? Where the believers at that want to push their opinions but not have love for this earth and what we stand for in God? God said your words mean nothing to me. Your piece of paper, not your words, your piece of paper mean nothing to me. And your words mean, but your spirit, the way you act towards a person, it means so much more. I want to tell you something, because Walmart, all the racism treatment, they think, God said they think my child have no way out when they treat me bad. And you agreeing with them, for they can do the same thing. God said you giving this community, you giving a business option by bending down to them. God don't bend down to liars. And right now, Trump is playing that field. He is playing that field. He is playing the field that's being with hypocrites in this business. Is playing the field. But God don't play the field. That's why he's different from you, right? He got killed because of those things, because he played the field in those things. He's staying alone. He chooses to have sight than anything. That's the theory of those things, right? But Governor Abbott putting up a hell of a fight with his lying ass. He putting up a hell of a fight with his communities and the people that vote for him and vote for his tax dollars. Look at you. God said, look at you. But the thing is, Your grandkids gonna pay the price when it's all said and done. And Joe Biden, you know what I'm talking about. The way you participate in Governor Abbott, participate in this community behavior, and the legislators, y'all gonna pay the price. People are gonna look at this and the same your kids being that legislator, and they're gonna say, sad that I had my parents and my grandparents that protected this seat. Let the community do that. See, your grandkids and your kids gonna see the world different from you. In every century, they can be able to change what you couldn't, you stood for. And those are the things I want him to know. Your kids, your grandkids, the people that, just like your daughter and everybody, is going to have to take seat in that office as a president. What example that you showing on them? And that's what I want Joe Biden and your grandkids, when your daughter have grandkids and they got to get in office. Y'all Senator Ted, y'all kids got to get in office. What example? Y'all grandkids, the one y'all protect is going to have to protect this earth. They are going to pay a price for your mistakes of agreeing with certain individuals. You're going to lose in the long. It's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you. And Joe Biden knows it's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you way more. Your decision and how you acting with Governor Abbott and the community, a vote. God had sight, he had power, and he had sight, he had power, he had knowledge. You have power, sight, and people. And he had a little people, but certain people didn't believe in him. But what that mean, how you doing? What that mean in those confirmation codes, that you choose to be the same as them when they did when Jesus got crucified, so they not willing to fight. Let me tell you something. It's not just about going to work. Go to work Monday through Friday, Saturday, and work. And then vote when it's time. Then go out with your community and participate in events. Your fight has to be greater than that. You know, when I was in that Garland library, by that Garland library, at that school, I was telling kids to pick up business books. I want you to know why I was sitting in there, because you're hypocrites. Your community don't know why I was sitting in there. I was reading books and I was telling them about what I know. Stop picking up elegance, start picking up business books, because they want to wait till you get out of high school and abuse you. No, my son is not going to be. I don't care if I got to build a library on my property for my grandkids and my nephews to not put up with selfish behavior. One thing I tell my son, never let nobody tell you what you can't do, because it's going to have business like Walmart, what I experienced. Oh, you can't be this and can't do this. Neglect, and it happens in this world. But we need to address the issues of managers and store manager with negativity and community, certain individuals. Whenever I was on Live Me in 2019, on Live Me talking to somebody, a person gonna try to put me down, or a black person that I barely even met on Big Line. And he gonna tell me, don't you even try to rap. You barely know me. And before I can start dealing it, he went off. This is what Boosie doing, making up lies. This is what they doing. They haven't found out the facts that I was on disability, and they make up lies. That's the difference between those things and those situations, right? But Boosie don't know. If I leave here with something, he out of a career. I want Joe Biden to hear me. You know more than you know. He's out of career. Hip hop is gonna starve. The country, pop, hip hop one is this. You know, I'm talking about what is right. If I leave here, so we can play this lie and trying to ruin people and participate, but Boosie won't be with a job. A lot of gospelness want people to job because God said, I'm everywhere. You will not be with a job. Your careers, MTV is going to shut down. Be all of these things is going to affect everybody, country, everybody. You're going to be affected as pop culture. Everybody's going to be affected. People in the UK want to be on my team. You know that, right? Come on. Come on, Boosie lying, right? Joe Biden, come on. They want to know and make up lies. You know that Boosie said, oh, he let's make that mistake. Let's carry out that. Let him keep lying. Let him keep lying. I'm going to see how it works. Give me my justice. God said we already start looking already at places. Trump knows what's going on, right? Your career is going to be gone. But this person sit up there and lie about what's going on and what they did me because he care about his artist. I say, BG, you better pay attention. You better pay attention, nigga. Care about MO3. And the same thing when I say I'm holding it down for him, Boosie. Let me tell you what I told him to do because he don't want to. I told him this: reach out to Jesus, and Jesus gonna reach out to Jay-Z and Beyonce. And Jay-Z and Beyonce gonna reach out to Michelle Obama and this and that. And he's gonna tell him everything that's going on. But Boosie wanted to cover for MO3 and his people. And he wanna pay that cost. Tell him I know what's going on in that computer. When I say I want his head cut off, I want him cut off. He say he can get away with murder. I want him to play with me, him and his lying people. Make it this forward on this YouTube channel. Him and everybody involved. I know what's on that computer. I'm asking you to die in Joe Biden. Him and his people can laugh and think it's a game. This is not funny. Because they did something. He cared about his art. He cared about MO3 and his artists. He didn't care about his actions. When God told Moses to paint the wall with blood, he knew the non-believer was going to be amongst the believer. He took the spirit out of them anyway. But the different people came from South Dallas and old MO3 and boosting them, paid them to terrorize me, to say racist names towards me. And you think that's cool for it? You think that gives them the right to do it and the DA knows about it? I'm asking you for their job. And I want to be right there when I go to court because my lawyer is being act and I had to file a civil rights complaint. A $30 million civil rights on the state of Texas for holding information. So these things are going on and the stupidity that's going on. So I don't got time for an ungrateful liar that thinks it's all about him. And he fight for his people, certain individuals. He ain't for God, he ain't for everything. You ain't my brother's keeper. You just your keeping the things you fight for. But you know, so somebody came to me in my dream. We ain't gonna worry about it because he gave me a little advice. That's all. We ain't gonna worry about it. He ain't gonna believe it even if I tell him. He ain't gonna believe it if I put this Bible and put my hand on the Bible right now. Gave me a little advice about some certain things in the human. But you want to understand. Boosie, your dad had braids in his head. And he was working in the yard. And I remember having a dream. I was walking down the street. And I was looking on the left. He gave me eye contact. And he got up out of his yard. And he said, Hubert, I know who you is. I'm Boosie Dad. Let me give you some advice. That's my dream to hold. I haven't even met your dad, and I'm having dreams, and he confronted me. I can't even understand it. I got the Bible right here. If you think I'm lying with you, if I was in front of that flag right now, I got the Holy Bible right now in front of me. That I'm not lying to you. He gave me some words of advice. He was working on the yard, and he got up out of his yard. He actually told me something. I don't know twice with you about your father's story that much, but I didn't. I just had to look at a video 1 year ago. I don't hear you talk about your father. You talk about other people, right? Other people. So it's a coincidence that a man with braids come up to me and have a comment like I'm walking down the street and he's working on the yard and he get up and stand up and give me eye contact while he walked to me. Give me I can't explain it, man. You won't believe it if you even understand it. You gotta read it, be able to understand the dream world and understand the universe a little bit more to get it, to understand it. I can't even understand it right now. See, one time I had a dream. I had a dream that I was in New York with Jay-Z and the mayor showing him the music building. And then Mason, everybody things. The next night, different levels. It was amazing. But that's not the question we have in here. The question is, I got a lot of growth and a lot of things to fight for. I die, and time is ain't up. But the line gotta stop, man. You know, the line gotta stop. And you know, and Trump saved you. They actually saved your career. You don't even know hip hop is being saved. If I leave here, boy, you will not have nothing. You won't have not a bit. He know I've been talking to UK. He knows certain individuals. Joe Biden know how people want to be. He know this. Trump knows it. See the difference between me when you was worried about MO3 and y'all was on IG and IG, Instagram, and all the rest of those things. I'm busy on other platforms. I'm asking Joe Biden when the time is done. I need you to take care of the enemy. 1,000 of them in Dallas. Because they sitting up there lying and yellow breezing them. I signed nothing. You just keeping something here. That's the question that you're doing. That's what I know. You keeping something here because you don't want the culture to be out of a business. Everything and how America make money is going to affect this in many ways. And then when you just have businesses in sports, that's the only two things you're going to have. And investments. Imagine kids' dreams are getting taken from them when they want to be a singer and want to be everything they wanted to be a rapper. Imagine those things being taken by not enough belief to be behind something. And we go to one country that's going to be able to really, when they're healing that out, like there's other people and others that are willing to hear that out. That's going to make all the difference. That's gonna make all the difference. We talking about the fit of your career, Boosie, and everybody that's involved that ever be in hip hop. We talking about you wiped out. You don't even exist. Your culture don't exist. But we can live country, techno, everything. Rock and roll is at stake here, and you don't even know it. You don't want me to go off and live it. See, when you tell lies, you don't want me to go to another country because you out of a job, partner. Music gonna really die if you can't understand it. But this can help everybody out in America and plus other people. But you choose to lie with it. Trump is just keeping something here. He's saving you. But everybody wins. I hate the bigger and the foreign that Trump and them doing it and all the rest of that y'all doing when we should be together. I hate the politics of the arguing when it comes to debating. I hate those things. Like, I really hate those things. Where we should be winning together instead of fighting all over debate. But we gotta have a debate. We gotta have one. I have made a lot, like not mistakes. I had made a lot of things, mistakes up in my relationship when I was a teenager. And I had to understand the part about me growing up and understanding things more of life and getting those things to understand. But we learn from it and we got to understand more life. I'm closing this door to Governor Abbott community and we open the new doors, God said. You see, we open the new doors. Doors are being closed. They want to stay up in the old covenant. God said, I want new. But some people are not going to like that. They fear that. They fear what they can't understand. They're talking about what the lady knows acting scared them in that Galleria Mall. Because they scared of God speaking. Because when God get a little attention, he ain't going to do nothing. But they scared of God attention. So when somebody speak up about how they act towards the business and how the world is, when somebody can't get justice and all the rest of these things that's going on with your Social Security, those the problem that we have, and they got the nerve to complain about it, but you trying to stop something from happening, and you get scared. What type of law you have, and you get scared, but you're trying to stop this person from getting justice, and Trump and Governor Abbott letting they voter dictate where life at. Now I put up with a lot of stuff in my time. I did some stuff, put up relationships. But this is by my the farthest that I had to put up with stuff, man. This is the amount of farthest I had to go to this instinct to get people to listen here. I should have never even looked. I had to reach out to y'all, man. But if I didn't reach out to y'all about y'all government behavior, nothing was never going to change. I talk to people in New York, Chicago, Detroit. Everybody got a problem with their Social Security, and you don't have the balls to address it. You don't have to, but certain people and certain individuals are stopping you because you need their vote more than anything. God said, what happened to the power of sight? What happened to the power of understanding the vision of this world? That's what we need to understand. The key preparation, the key things are those things. I'm gonna tell you something, Joe Biden. I'm sitting in Ms. Lee's office. I'm coming there with somebody, And I'm sitting on the other side of Social Security where they get the cars at, and the right side of the building. And Ms. Lee, before she even come up, she just said she was gonna cut me off. Then the other guy teamed up on me. You know what I told her? I mumbled under my breath, and I think she heard me. I'm not gonna let nobody tell me what I can't do and what I can't be in life. And they putting people down, racist managers telling people what they can't do. I was kind of mad at Miss Lee at that same day. I had a little mad, then the other worker come teaming up on me. You about to let them win, and you don't even know it. This is gonna be the worst day in history, and you don't even know what you're doing by standing by them in that business. No, we should start censoring every American business every year. That automatically censoring. You don't want to participate with us? That gets censored again. Some business want to censor them every year. So, let's get the ones that like that. Let's keep the ones don't censor it, but the other business that like to participate and don't and censor it that don't participate and censor their ass. Excuse my French, off of Tremors. Excuse my, that's sanctuary every American business on disability. That's sanctuary those things. Every year they will get sanctuary. And that money will go to say, hey, you want to try to stop our growth? That money will, some of that money will be put back in disability and social security for the people. For the people that you take for granted and the business take for granted. Like, how y'all doing today? How you doing? Like I like I got 50 accounts with y'all guys. Man. It's so hard to keep up with so many accounts. I've been just be hard like them up, but how y'all doing? If I'm gonna turn something, I need to know what you're fighting for. What is the purpose? I can't do it if it's not for God, if it's not for life, it's not for love, it's not for what we stand. I can't do it. I already did a lot of music. I remember in 2008, I was on MySpace and I messaged the G Unit member and they wanted to come up here in Carrollton. And Mirza was, he wanted to do a song. And I'm a big G Unit fan. And one of the dudes on MySpace, I didn't want to make him mad or anything. I was like, man, yeah, like you signed with G Unit, right? He under MySpace. He said he was on G Unit team. And I was like, this is a serious matter. And he wanted, I said, he trying to come over here. I didn't want no, actually want no, I was like, if you signed a G Unit, that's motherfucking big. You know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, you know, those are the things of what we do in the formats. You know, it's about growth. I can't argue. One thing, I'm not pretending to be hard. I don't. Let me tell you, I'd rather be smart than be hard. Let me tell you. You won't catch me on the block. You know where you probably catch me at? Watching a movie and doing some creative stuff, or going shoot some hoops. I would not stop growing. And I would not let Texas stop me from growing and making up lies and stopping my potential. You know, I'm a fan, but I want to show them if I ever do a song, then what would it be like? How can I do things? And I hope the artists that understand what I like understand it. Like NBA Youngboy, I just did something. You know, it's hard to get people to understand you in this world sometimes, right? Right? You can't get people to understand, but still, you got a few people that are still caring and listen to you. You know, when I was when I was 14, 13, when I was down here, I talked to a lot of people, just in different countries and all over the globe and all over the states. It's been a while since I talked to people. Probably be some of these people, nieces and cousins, that these singer nieces and cousins. Hey, you don't even remember some of these singer nieces. Hey, it's been a while since I've been in the shadows a lot. I've been in the shadows a lot, guys. But the same people that told me this not a good spot for me, I'm about to show them something. And I had already proved that the spirit behavior, they wrong. And with the Justice Department look at that camera at 2996 in the behavior at 12. So God say, catch on to our enemy spirit. People still trying to figure me out. I'm a mystery. And what you think you see my mind, it will blink you of an eye of you. Because I'm still trying to grow from it. So yeah, man. Hey, but remember, no matter who win this race, this war, who win this debate, we in it together. Remember that as family, that what matters the most. Everybody wins. You just gotta change your perspective of life, even when you don't want to. You gotta change your perspective of life and come back to those things. Life is what you observe it. I had an evaluation done at Smith, and this evaluation said what I'm like. It said I'm more good at my end. Then they asked me, "What do you care about with God in the world?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, and it said, no, we can't control God. Then they asked me about my relationships, and they always wanted to live in the moment. I wanted to plan the moment. Those things in those relationships had to be the different techniques of the understanding of spreading with the universe. So I already know how I wanted to do things and how I picture those lives. I used to sit in the classroom. I used to be so zonked out sometimes. My teacher said, called my mom and said, That medicine got it too. But me in another universe, thinking of life, thinking of something greater than any understanding. I used to just sit in this level and listen. I'm thinking of life. I'm thinking of something bigger than one understand. My teacher called my mom and was like, I think that medicine is too. Nah, it wasn't a medicine. It was something that I wanted something to understand. We have a lot to do. We allow everybody to get between those. How can we understand it? Hmm. Okay. Everybody assuming something how John F. Kennedy got killed. That's the saddest part that was going on. Yeah, John F. Kennedy got killed for being a part of Black and bailing Martin Luther King out. And some people saw that as a threat. That's just the way things is. The cookie crumbles. And this black guy that don't know nothing about on this hip hop thing need to go pick up a book and watch Martin Luther King talk about things with them in the office. Watch pictures through your history. Like, come on. I would have gone to school learning about Amelia Earhart, the first woman that flew the first plane over the Pacific Ocean. And I used to love that subject area. So when you're dealing with those type of things and those type of behavior, how can we understand it? Right? Like really lit. Like really, 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 really lit. Really. Now Joe Biden. Now you say to get what I want, I have to understand it. I want to be the CEO over the disability department. That change, that can change a whole lot. For some people in the Walmart Corporation, can they accept it of understanding? Can Walmart accept those changes? Can they let God instead of denying? There's plenty of things people can do. Trust me. Oh, trust me. Grizz, boy, we used to have so much journey together, me and Grizz. Me and Grizz used to have so much fun together. We dealing with a man that don't got the same color skin as me, but he learned how to accept me and teach me. That's the most important thing of them all. Right? Those things, how can we understand? This would change the whole continent of things. Trust me. Trust me, I didn't have boy. Look, man, Grizz, he took me to the hey, you don't want to know. We just had so much fun. Had so much fun. My first time riding a forklift in the back with no car in the back of the building. He was like, drive that like that. But I wish he would have worked on me more with it. You know what I'm saying? You have people, they should have worked on you more with it. You're gonna get it, but they should just work on you more and just not give up on that qualification. But he didn't really give up. He just didn't have enough time. He knew Charles was a problem. That's the most important thing. But Grizz he's a unique guy, man. Let me get on the kick of Walmart. Now that little lawyer of mine, that little judge of yours, she's so stupid. And I'm gonna talk about this. If I tell her why I was incompetent, because I want to say I was a Walmart CEO and the religion factor, she still is the dumbest of them all. And I'm dealing with, if I'm telling you why I'm not there, and I'm giving you two of the reasons why I am not there, and I'm telling you I'm getting the answer wrong. And you stutter being the stupidest judge on this earth that I ever lived. I just don't know how to deal with, and she knows she was wrong with Joe Biden. That's why in the thing when she carried out a threat, that's why she should be arrested. Don't let her play you, man. Do not let Judge Kennedy play you. Don't let that DA play you, because they're gonna make up lies. Don't let them play you. I'm telling you, the Justice Department better catch on to the little lying pieces of shit. And when they found out that I'm really is telling the truth, you should have heard them in that room. What a bitch. And they still carried it out. You should have heard them in their little room when they found out the truth. I said in the little room. When they really found out I was telling the truth, it didn't matter to their lying ass. What a bitch. Sorry, Joe Biden. Sorry for improfanity. I'm sorry. Excuse my French. I'm gonna have to tell YouTube to update where I can beep out cussing words or something. They gotta have a little beep on the YouTube video like they do on DX. Beep, beep. Excuse my French. You should have heard him in the room when they found that I was actually telling the truth. You should have heard him. I sat in that little room. The funny thing is, you should have heard him with him. Oh boy, I tell you. Oh, I tell you. When they actually found out the truth that I was telling the truth, what? You should have heard him. Joe Biden, you should have heard him. You should have heard that little Dallas courtroom. You should have heard that little Dallas courtroom. You should have heard him. Only if you were there, Joe Biden. Oh, I gotta tell him, Joe Biden, you should have heard him. You should have heard Judge Kennedy courtroom when I sat in that room. Oh, I mean, hey, I'm gonna have to write you, man. You should have heard him. You should have heard him when I sat in that little room with him. Why I was incompetent. And they found out some other things people been lying. You think you know everything, then you got to deal with their behavior, man. But this is me being over a department to make change. There's so many things to do. Y'all don't even know. When I had the experience, I went on to learn. I went with a journey with Chris. I went with a journey with him. And I helped him with the fried fish and got the food out. It was a journey with him that we went to the store, helped take down stuff, and taught me how to do so many. It was a journey with him that I was so happy to be a part of. And when I left, he was I'm happy you left. That was so great to be a part of those things, right? It was so great to be, right? They need to have people sitting there putting the bags on them. They think they know it. Hey, that's all I want. If we're gonna be a part of change, Joe Biden, let's start here. I don't mind listening. Let's start here. And God said, let's make change together in America. But I can't focus on that situation. And I'm sorry for the cussing. I'm really sorry. My mama tell me every time to stop cursing. I be around friends that have been cussing and people trying to tell me Spanish words and cussing. In Carrollton, I had a lot of Spanish friends growing up, a lot of Spanish female tell me cussing words, but never good words. I say some inappropriate stuff to me in Spanish and think I don't know about it. Yeah, like, hold up. Think I don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? So when I was a kid in Carrollton, Texas, you can't speak nothing good, but you got some bad word that says Spanish. And like, come on, man. Let me hear something good. You should have heard them when they found out that I was really telling the truth about all the other things, and I was a Walmart. And Judge Kennedy, hey, you gonna look at that camera when she looked at that paper from you, and she still had the balls to carry it out. I want you to deal with it. She still had the balls to carry it out. I want you to, because I want him to look at the cameras and see her behavior. I want him to look at the cameras and see that courtroom behavior. I asked him to look at the cameras. Look at the cameras and see their spirit behavior. The body motion ain't nothing. I need you to watch the mindset and the spiritual set, how the facial expression moves. I need you to identify it for me. See, they don't know that my teacher, I went to Newman Smith High School. So I didn't always work on my work. And I got this guy, he got a hold of one of my classmates. And I would ask my teacher what he's speaking because he can't talk and this and that. So my teacher will step 15 feet. And she said, I want you to look at the mindset and read the facial expression in the body and read all of those things of what's going on. You're talking about reading all of those things that's going on. Now, and that's the most thing. The most thing we have in this world called intimidation. Those are the things you can see somebody looking. The first day I walked in, you got to pay attention. Until the day I started not going, you got to pay attention to the spirit, baby. Who had that? They tried to break my mindset, the balls. Boy, they don't know that my teacher used to bring me to this little school. And it's over there by Choice Creekview. And I was she said, Hubert, you did nothing wrong. And the windows up top and they're like wall, but I was just the energy in the building was so great. If the light was in the room was so great in this room. It was so amazing in this room. So it was so amazing. So I had a time to think. And it just most people go into a room and you have blank, right? But your thing is when you're in a room by yourself, can you think of what you want out of life more and how you're going to present it? So I sat in this room half the whole day and I thought about things, how I wanted to be. We know it was going to be a hard road. We know what the challenge is. My teacher trying to take me to job coordinator denied me and all the rest of these. Hey, you got to see a whole lot of things. Hey, but I let them deny me. Woman said, I ain't never been. Let me tell you something. So we just participate in those fun plans and getting the things where we're trying to do things and where we're trying to do that. But we cannot lose, guys. Guys, look, I'm gonna tell you, I was going to summer school at Creeview once, and I met somebody, and I had to go to school, and we ain't gonna talk about that. And this bus driver still asked for this person. I said, we don't even talk anymore. Not and she still asks about those things. Hey, bus driver, man, they been watching me. Some of these thought bus drivers been watching me since I was a kid, and they cool as heck. You know, they cool as heck. Like they've been watching me since I was a kid. Every time I go back Creeview towards Creeview to school, they drop me off to go to school and summer school. They've been watching me since, especially the 536 and something. You know, on there too. You know, in Dallas, yeah, late night record, yeah. Now I've been talking to people, and man, look, Joe Biden had no idea what they opening up when I did music. And my girl, I'll tell you what, we ain't gonna talk about it. Hey, you don't want to know why Sabrina's been was getting on my relationship has been on my ass. You know? Trust me, trust me. No, there's a dude. We do music, but we talking to people that, but I'm also talking to people, other kids in foreign countries and growing bonds. It doesn't matter if they black or white, mix or anyone else. This one, my space was popping. And I'm just talking to people with different things. Yeah, yeah, man, yeah. But we having a good time, man. We ain't trying to get into that. Let's just enjoy life and enjoy us and enjoy God. That's the most important thing. Wake up every day. I got this magazine at CBS, and it's on the more you day by day you're gonna go through stuff. But learn as you go out with your day with a bang, a good time. It's a good magazine I brought at CBS. It's a good one to talk about it. If you have a bad day, but as long as you carry it out with the good day, at the end of the day, then the next day, a couple of weeks, it changes. And it changed. It's a good magazine. I didn't let my brother and borrow books. You know that President George Bush Senior book was really good. That was a really good book. They said they didn't have much to offer. They had this movie, man. But I would like to ask George Bush, like, we gotta hear from him. I understand like what was it like when your dad said y'all were hand me down clothes and y'all got y'all toys taken away and things and all of and like the concept of the universe is so much that's going on in that book that I read. I can only ask Lil Bush what them how was it? Because some people think the president born rich. And like, how was it? When that book I read about Carrollton Library, I was just like, loyalty. Have you betrayed me? I kid you. I can't believe he told this man, I kill you if you betray my mother. To your daughter. I think it was his daughter that in the book. I like, hold up. I like, really? He really told that to his niece or his daughter, like, I like, hold up. You going to the university school, all of y'all doing all of that stuff? What is going on here? I said, that book, what they say, they had discipline and understanding. They, the guy told me friend was branch, they had nothing, they had something to offer because everybody in this world trying to keep up with Nikes and everything. And he started from nothing. Him and his kids started wearing clothes like everybody else. Yeah. Read the book, man. The book is going to tell you a lot more. And he went in one neighborhood and it was racist. Like he went in one neighborhood. Like he actually went in one neighborhood. So he had discipline, man. He really had discipline. That was like a really disciplined thing. He really, the book was amazing when I was that character. It was amazing. Like I couldn't take my eyes off it. And but you gotta ask Lil Bush how it was. I wish he could have more documents when he was a kid because everybody threw that perspective of how these Obama and them like everybody think Obama and them rich. They're like, come on, man. Like, how can we understand Obama? Oh, Obama was born rich. Michelle Obama. You listen to our broadcast. Everybody think everybody's born rich. Joe Biden, was you born rich? Yo, how it was? How did you turn out in life? And what? How y'all did y'all turn out in life? How would what did y'all go through in life? What's the most funnest thing that you did as a kid? Like that's the question I like. What is y'all most funny thing y'all did as a kid? What did y'all like to do as a kid? Like we can ask, like I like literally ask all these things, right? What is your most funny thing you like to do as a kid? Sure, I'm gonna tell you one of the things that's um scared me a little bit when I was on the West Bank. I went to Berkeley. I was in the Boy Scouts and we went on a camping trip. That was a little bit scary right there for me in the Boy Scouts right there. That was a little bit having my little brown burn my Boy Scout uniform on in New Orleans. I used to go to the gym and I used to they got the gym across the street from Vernon. And it got the grass, the field, and it got the playground. And I used to step on all 51 sticks. And and all the rest of those things. They got the playground, they got the gym, they got the basketball court next to the grass. The grass, the field got a field, you got a playground, and you got a basketball court on there, but you also got the gym across the street on the left side. And I used to step on all of those 51 sticks. Now people used to get on my behind like you that nobody can really take me serious. Like they would say he'd be a butt crazy that like nobody can really take me serious when I was a kid. I was a wrestling fan. Like big my kid don't even believe me that I am a wrestler. Like literally I used to act like Stone Cold The Rock and everybody used to get on my butt about it in New Orleans. Cuba, your butt is crazy. Like literally I would get on top of the fence and get a bottle of water, some cold. Man, literally, literally. I used to step on Texas, Louisiana, Chicago, Washington. I used to do a lot of things that, like, y'all don't know. I used to miss footballs a lot. And this guy named Chris on the West Bank, I was in a great catcher, but he said, told me one day, I know he was, I know he was playing, but he said, Hubert, if you don't catch this ball, I'm gonna punch you. So I don't care if it was through my shoulder, through my arms, through my other shoulder, on top of my head. I made sure it was caught. We got a lot of changes to make. Let's make that change together. I was born to do this. There's no other way. I know I'm gonna have to have understanding and discipline and have the keys of the mindset to get it. But trust me, I don't give up. I don't give up and God don't give up. Hey, God never give up on us. He love us to death. He never give up on us. That's what people don't realize that God never give up on us. God never give up on us. I was just telling my son at church, and he took me to church, and I told him when you scream him out, I said I used to have to be carried out there to church. How you get to get the special privilege? And your grandma, when your mom telling you to keep him, I said, hold up, let me tell you. I said, how you get the special privilege? I said, look, I didn't have that special privilege. My brother's grandma wasn't trying to hit me. Oh, your butt going to church, like literally. She didn't want to hear that crap. Oh, you going to Sunday school? You gonna sit with them? You gonna chill with other kids? Hey, I didn't have it. Every time I tried to avoid it, I couldn't escape it. Church, I like literally, man. Like I'm gonna carry your butt to church. I'm like, hold on. You really gonna? What that a kid? Man, look. Until a time when I was a kid, and like I'd be happy when other kids go into the room. Like when I was 6 or 5. I'd be like, hold up, I'm sitting with a lot of grown-ups, and I see what my kid actually got to go through because I know, like I was in that position, you know. But I used to be mad like a mother. My son, I told my son, look, you throwing rocks at car. You look at that guy, then stop that car and call the police and gave me a ticket. You're a little 5-year-old throwing rocks. I said, I could have got an 8. Hey, he could have got a ticket. Hey, and then he tried to run off with the little thing in the store at Walmart. I said, hey, you ever heard a 5-year-old Jaddy gonna tell me he can't go there? All right, you need to know something. If you run off with that damn camera like that, you ain't get me no damn handcuffs. Shoot, you ain't put me no. They be, oh, he can't go there. All right. Look, let have little baby cuffs. He gonna get a little scared. They have little baby cups and they look at. They be playing. My little niece and him be playing flight attendant. They be thinking they flight attendants. I said, "You want to be a flight attendant?" My little niece said, "Yeah, probably. Yeah." I said, "Yeah, you want to be a flight attendant?" Yeah. And they both be like they getting ready to go on the plane to serve everybody on the plane. I said, "Really?" That's a career too for everybody. Flight attendant. You can have so much fun with that. Yeah. Yeah. Flight attendant can be a great job too. So those are the things. Hey, it's about 2:55. Now I can talk for hours with y'all, right? My stepbrother's daughter wanted me to teach him some of the things I teach him how to do it. But I tell you, it's gonna take a lot of time to teach him how to do the stuff that I did with the clouds. It's gonna take a lot of work. It's gonna take a lot of understanding. It's gonna take you have to be patient because I'm gonna have to show you how to maneuver stuff. Yeah, you're gonna have to. So So I just want to tell 50 Cent I use your song because I got a lot of fighting and a lot of growth. And we don't got time waste. So I want him to know what I just did and why I used that because you see I got a lot of living before I died, but I got a lot of growth before I died. And I'm not about to go backwards with people. We need change and God needs change. My 3LW. The time that they met. She fell into what? Hold on. Oh man, I love 3LW. I love him. I love him to death. There's so many transformations to me that nobody still don't know, but it's still a transformation for me now. I have nowhere near went to my limits yet, even thought about my limits. There is no limits of my growth and understanding of my body and my mind. The evolving progress has this begin, but it's still much to learn up here. Some is still, it is, I think I can crack Evis. I think I can crack with everything that's going on, but it's going to take time and techniques to crack those things, to get an understanding of those. How you watch this 1980 something when this lady son was getting interviewed live with autism. I really didn't like the concept of what you put your child on there. She got it like you put your child on this thing, but you're trying to study. You can't study by that because you maybe not get all the answers which you look for in front of it. Just because you're on TV with somebody doesn't mean you're going to actually know them. And just because the thing is, nobody knows what goes on in that mind. That mind can change anytime. That person that controls that mind knows what goes on in his mind and he can grow from it. The understanding God can pull people up from them. You're gonna have to. So we need to understand those goals and understand the principle of the matter. So I just think that's where things should be at with that phone. Trust me, I can handle it. We might gotta stop the heart from dripping and have a little moment, but God said, hold up, we might gotta stop the heart from dripping a little bit. But God said we might have to have that little moment and stop the heart from dripping. But we gotta just understand it moment, get in that little heart dripping moment. When your heart dripping, but God said we got this when the heart dripping, when the heart is just temple of the heart dripping. It's like a castle, it's like one of those things. Shooting to you, but the heart is dripping from it. But it can never die. There's more that come on to that. It just drips. The understanding of love and understanding of life. You can't suffer from it. You can only, it can just, it's not suffering, but you're asking God to love. When you can't hardly get up out your bed and you love someone so much, it's your aching, your heart is aching, your brain, it's dripping. You tell God, you got to hold on when you to the bed sometime to hold on to it. Thank God, help me up there. God, help me get past this situation. Get me, let me get her off my mind. Sometimes you need those things to keep you going. You're gonna sit in your little bed sometime, or you're gonna sit in your little seat and you're gonna think. But that time makes all the difference. You know, I had to sit up in there in church and say I had a little moment. It was the moment. It's when I had a little moment right there, and I had a little moment in church and the city. I had a little moment, and right there, it was dripping. It was starting to hit me. That little moment, that little moment I had, it was. I had to step out of it a little bit because it was tripping out right here. Like the spiritual and the heart tripping of us understanding the universe a lot more to that understanding of that purpose. And you can't. I told these kids they can have me. You know what I told them when they can have me? When they believe in God. Because I believe in God and we all grow together. Why not grow when we believe in a higher purpose and nothing else cannot stop us? Why not grow together? Why not let your potential just let the windows open? Because if I'm growing, you grow. If you believe in God, we all growing. How can we let those things be the way to stop? We are all love, and let's just do that. Know what you want, but know that God is what you. And that's the difference between them. Trust me, embrace whatever you want to. Don't be scared to say what's on your mind and talk. Don't worry about the bullets. Don't worry about these things they so care and care about with lies. Boy, I haven't been to Cali since I was a kid. People don't even remember. See, everybody live in different worlds, man. It be so hard to catch up with people, man. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? God said we been to stuff. We just been in hiding. We just been in here children when you're stuck. I said we been in stuff. We just been in hiding for a long time. We've been in hiding. God said we've been in hiding. We just been in hiding. God has been in hiding. Demir's sister used to tell me something. And Demir's sister used to tell me, and she used to go to church in character, they're not ready for you. And they're not ready for God. They're not ready for us. They're not ready for us. Demir's sister used to go to church a lot, you know. And when people speak about me and my friendship with Sabina and their family, they never had nothing negative to say. And I'm not going to speak bad on them like that because they never had nothing negative to say. That little stunt that that community pulled on Facebook, the little model chick. I was trying to say a little diamond mirror that he would come out with something. Where he at? I don't know. He should be showing his face. He should be showing his face. So then he can use that face on him. Got so many little kids, little diamond. Y'all need to look up that there, man. So I hope you like the thing, and I hope you like the TikTok thing. And much love to you, 50 Cent, and everybody. So, hey.